MSSP Alert Live 2025. What a great event. What a great event. We were just outside of DC in Maryland at the MGM, beautiful casino, restaurant. I've ever been to an MSSP Alert event conference. It was great. The staff, unbelievably accommodating, friendly, and just want to promote technology, the platform, the camaraderie, the networking. The vendors were great. They gave me a speaking session. I had a book signing. It was just a tremendous event. I had 10 great interviews. Raphael Matone, of course, really like talking to Raphael. He was our first one inside the next era of MSP security and growth. Great conversation, great meeting, Raphael. Next was Will, Alfredo Santiago. First time meeting Will. He's at one of my favorite companies, Black Point Cyber. And first time getting to know Will. Great insight on the military. The name of the episode is Cracking Codes and Catching Threats, a Cyber Warrior's Journey. Really interesting background. I look forward to getting to know him more and hanging out with him socially. Sharon Florentine from Cyber Risk Alliance. Really great conversation. She has an editing background. We talk about editing, AI, and the changing language of business. Really great insight from Sharon, I think, for her time. And then there was two women that I interviewed from a Woman in Cyber. It's an organization, incredible organization that obviously by the name helps women get into cybersecurity. The first one was Brianna Steele, Opening Doors, the Future of Women in Cybersecurity. Great conversation with Brianna. The next one was Chichi Uba, Curiosity, Courage, and Cyber, a journey of constant learning. Great conversations with those two women from that great organization. Valerie Cofield, Val, great discussion with Val, inside critical infrastructure and the future of cyber warfare. What an impressive background, FBI and the government, being child of immigrants. Just a great conversation with Val. Really enjoyed it. Tony Petricola, first one I did on Wednesday. Great conversation with Tony. I feel like we're related. He started by our last names. He was stomping on grape as a youngster with his Italian parents, and of course he likes wine, but right into cyber and what he does there. Inside critical infrastructure and the future of cyber warfare. Great conversation with Tony. Caroline Wong. Oh, I really enjoyed talking to Caroline. Jiu-jitsu, AI, and cyber. Surprisingly human conversation. Great insight. Just really open with Caroline and can't wait to see the new things that she's going to do, and really excited for the opportunity to talk to her. And what a great event this was, and I look forward to doing more work with them in the future and having more great conversations. Thanks for watching and listening. Hi, I'm Joey Pinz, and here's my 45-second introduction. After starting my business in the 90s, I started developing poor habits of eating in my diet because of working way too much. Before you know it, I found myself 340 pounds. The doctor told me if I don't lose the weight, I'm not going to see my daughter graduate. Took the next 7 months, lost 130 pounds. People think there's some secret. Ask me, how'd you lose that weight? Like there's some secret. There is no secret. How'd I lose the weight? Just one word, discipline. I've had other successes in life, and I attribute them all to discipline. Now, I'm not the king of discipline, but I believe that it can help all of us. Friends, colleagues convinced me to start a podcast. The podcast mission: how do we better ourselves and society? I talk to interesting people in health, fitness, sport, wellness, business, technology, science, art, and culture. And I eventually ask them how discipline plays a role in their life. Podcast vision: growth through learning from others. Why do you like to be outdoors so much? Do you live in this area? We're outside of DC.
I live in Silver Spring.
I don't know what that, Maryland?
In Maryland,
yes.
Are you from here? I'm
not.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's very close. It's like 20 minutes away, maybe 30 minutes away from DC.
I say.
So I think there's something about being outside that's resonates with our body, and like just like the sunshine, the wind, and the weather. And interestingly enough, I came from Arizona, so I went from no seasons or just hot to 4 seasons. So you can imagine why I love the outdoors so much. So yeah,
dry desert,
hot 9 months out of the year.
Yeah,
so it's I mean, I adjusted because I grew up there, but
right now
I'm experiencing
full 4 seasons.
Yes. And it's beautiful.
Yeah. In this fast-paced MSP landscape, how do you stay ahead? Introducing MSPinfluencer.com, your ultimate hub for MSP news, insights, and community connection powered by Forza Dash. More than 75,000 MSPs subscribe to our MSP Influencer Pulse weekly newsletter, staying informed and ahead of industry trends. Tune in to emerging podcasts from Joey Pinz and leading MSP voices, offering essential tips, powerful insights, and success stories. Explore our multi-authored blogs crafted specifically for MSP leaders, delivering fresh perspectives and actionable strategies. Celebrate excellence with the industry-leading Forza Dash MSP Influencer Awards, recognizing innovation, leadership, and impact in the MSP community. Join thousands of MSP professionals who trust MSPinfluencer.com to grow their business and expand their networks. MSPinfluencer.com, where today's MSP leaders connect, collaborate, and conquer, all powered by the Forza Dash platform, helping MSP vendors work effectively with MSPs and helping MSPs grow. And why make that change?
Because, well, a lot of people have this reason, but my husband got a job out here. So.
Yes, that'll do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. We're here at the big MSSP Alert Live event.
Yes.
So you're at a table with women in cybersecurity. You're
That's
an
right.
intern there. Tell me about the organization.
I'm not an intern there, but I'm volunteering today. Just to be clear. The organization is
Women in Cybersecurity.
Yes, Women in Cybersecurity. It's a nonprofit organization that its goal is to support women, and you don't have to be a woman to participate. You can be an ally to participate. There are a lot of allies. And our goal is to bridge the gap between students or early professionals and the cybersecurity field. So they provide mentorship. They have a annual national conference, and it happens all over the United States. They have workshops. They have scholarship opportunities, lots and lots of scholarship opportunities. So it's just an incredible organization to help facilitate navigating the cybersecurity world for women. Yeah.
It is male-dominated industry. It's terrible.
I believe it's, very high percentage.
Yeah.
Very high.
So how can we get women more interested?
I think not just organizations that support, but also providing education. And that's one thing we're big on is workshops. And I think a lot of people really benefit from mentorship because it's someone in the industry giving you the education or the skills that you might be looking forward to using, you know. So I think, I'm hoping to get there myself. So.
I say, do you have an interest in cybersecurity?
I do. I completed my Security Plus recently. And,
really?
I'm looking. So, but it's awesome to have people supporting. I have several mentors and people like I just met Chi-Chi here and
yes,
Deborah. She's the director. So, yeah.
What's about cybersecurity interests you, Brianna?
So I really like the behavioral aspect of, attackers. And so, so when I think of like attackers, when they attack you, their behavior is actually just network activity, right?
Yes.
It's just coming up as logs. And so tracking that and like seeking out what that looks like, it's really fascinating. That's what I like. I'm looking in like SOC positions right now, to get my foot in the door. And so that's my interest. That's my side of what I'm enjoying.
I had the privilege of interviewing a gentleman from one of the security firms from Eastern Europe. And he was telling me that a lot of the motivation for these Eastern European bad actors is resentment over the West. I'm smarter than them, but they get to work in these big companies and earn a lot of money, and I'm here just not doing it. So they justify.
Interesting.
They justify what they're doing because of that.
Wow.
So when you talk about intentionality, I think of that right away.
Yeah. Wow.
You never heard of that?
I mean, I feel like it reminds me of hacktivist mentality, but it's not quite, right?
Yeah,
but
hacktivist.
Interesting, where they, are
resenting the West. Yeah.
That's their activist.
You go to Google and you get daycare and you get meals covered. You get these big salaries, and here I am in a in a not well-served economy. And I'm smarter than them, and so they deserve to be infiltrated. I'm not justifying it, of course.
But that's
I'm just
the
the
way
mentality.
that they justify it. I got you. Yeah, it's fascinating.
Interesting perspective.
I really liked hearing where they're coming from.
Yeah.
It helps you design solutions or figure out ways to...
Knowing that helps.
Yes. Yeah.
So why do you like it?
Because behavioral side, that's always interested me. I have a bachelor's in psychology. So, there's something about knowing, like, this person has this internal motivation. Right. And they're going to go about attacking me in this way, and I can understand that as a person, as a human, So that's where I get...
Yeah, it's an interesting perspective. It's a very interesting perspective because a lot of us don't think. A lot of us just want to go to the technology right away.
I think, and I think a lot of people are like wired that way too. They have a very kind of, I don't know if it's direct or logical way of thinking. Like, okay, I know linear. This tool. Yeah, I'm going to learn everything about this. What can I do? How can I exploit? I understand that too. That's fascinating, but. I like to see who's on the other side. Why did you do that? Why are you interested in hacking or exploiting that way? Yeah, so.
Yeah, because knowing their motivation can help figure out a solution. It's an interesting angle.
Yeah.
We need more of it.
Yeah, maybe that's where I'll be called to.
How does AI play a role in your life?
As of right now, I do a lot of studying in using AI.
Interesting.
Conversational understanding way tools work and way the protocols or whatever I'm learning. I'm asking ChatGPT on the daily basis, but I am fascinated listening to the CISOs and the people around here listening of how they're using AI. I think we talked with somebody recently who was saying they have an AI SOC who just won a DEF CON competition or something like. Yeah, so that's fascinating. I haven't reached that level yet, but on the daily, I'm using it more as a study guide.
What if discipline wasn't about punishment, but about unlocking your best self? I spent 2.5 years writing Discipline for Greatness because discipline changed my life. And I know it can change yours too. This isn't theory. Inside, you'll find real, practical steps you can use immediately to focus better, build stronger habits, reduce stress, accomplish your goals, and bring more balance to your life. Whether you're trying to get healthier, improve your career, or simply feel more control, this book gives you the framework. Start today. Grab your copy of Discipline for Greatness at joeypinz.com/book. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're here at the big MSSP Alert event, like we said, outside of D.C. in the Maryland area at the big MGM facility here. It's beautiful, property.
It's really beautiful here.
So you've got a booth over there. It's women in cybersecurity. I was very intrigued by that. I have daughters. They're not into cybersecurity, but still. And I'm always interested in that angle, trying to introduce women into technology more.
Yeah.
So it's a noble cause.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I think, I'm not sure why girls are not always drawn to it. Sometimes I think it's maybe not as much visibility because I think I didn't know that much about cyber recently. And when I encountered people like WiCyS, that's when I started to kind of pique my interest. Oh, how does this...
WiCyS, Women in Cybersecurity.
Women in Cybersecurity, yes. How does this affect our lives and, what could I do? Oh, wow, I could do something in this. That's where I'd be interested. So,
have you ever been hacked? Do you know anybody who's been...
I know people who have been hacked, and I love listening to, I was just telling my colleague over here, I love listening to Darknet Diaries, which is all hacker, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the main one I think I hear is phishing or Vishing or spear
that's
phishing,
the big one.
So...
Clicking on bad emails.
Yeah. And
they're so good at it now.
They are, and it's terrible. It's really such a terrible thing that they're doing, I wish that...
Absolutely.
I think somebody here was saying that they train like over 40,000 companies in the DMV area. Someone here on phishing specifically, phishing awareness training. I was like, that's amazing.
Wow.
That's so needed.
This is called the DMV area?
Yeah, because it's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So close to the DC. Yeah, the DMV.
I see. I always think of the Department of Motor Vehicles. That's very interesting. So DMV.
No, that's true. People,
DMV.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that does cover all these three.
Just this
really busy, lots of business, a lot of government.
A lot of government, yep.
Yeah.
A lot of government. Mm-hmm.
Brianna, has there been anything in the last month or so you changed your mind on?
Let's see. That's a great question. I think I would say something. I want to say something in the tech side.
No wrong answer.
Or maybe there's no wrong answer that you said. Okay, maybe I'll. Maybe not change my mind, but tried to see another perspective. You know how there's been a lot of immigration stuff going on right
Certainly.
now? Yeah, I have a few friends who had to move back to their home country very quickly, not because they were illegal, but because their visa was expiring. And I think my perspective was starting to see it's so life-changing to have an inability to move forward in a process, some government processes, not necessarily a judgment, but something that's like, okay, I could see this being beneficial for us to make this a very smooth,
streamlined,
and of course efficient and very high quality. But I could see how this affects people. Like maybe 10 years of their life could be affected by a single decision that's made. And so that's a perspective change I've had that I think has been
very interesting.
Yeah, new. So
it's important. I think it's important for us to be able to change our mind.
I agree.
Can't be, I think all too often people kind of dig in to where they are.
To what you think you know.
And that, yeah. Perhaps we only hear about, we see this in politics, certainly in other areas, but we hear about the outliers a little bit more. I like to think that more people are a little bit more open-minded.
I hope that. I hope for sure.
Is there a question, Brianna, you wished people would ask you more? Not
necessarily, but I think that I heard a question recently that I kind of like, and that I wouldn't mind people asking.
Go ahead.
The question was, what is your number one misconception about you that people have? Like, what would you say people have a misconception about you?
Like a very different attitude when it comes to this kind of thing, Brianna.
Okay.
What people think about me is none of my business.
Okay.
So I don't know. How about, what's your answer?
I think maybe I come off as reserved. Even though I think internally I feel very extroverted.
Interesting.
So it's not necessarily bad, but I just think it's interesting. Like maybe someone perceives me as this way, but.
When I first knew you a couple moments, you wrote your name down and you wrote down very kind of small. You put it inside the grid lines there. Just told me a little bit about you. Like, is it not good or bad? Just a little bit about you.
Right. Like maybe you seen it as a shy move.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah.
You consider yourself an introvert?
I consider myself an extrovert with introvert tendencies, maybe.
So it's like these ambiverts?
Yeah, maybe something in like between.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like
no,
a real thing.
ambivert's a real thing. So after a big event like this, do you find yourself retreating back and having to kind of deflate a bit, or does this energize you?
It energizes me.
Well, that's an extrovert.
I'm ready to go to another conference sometimes.
That's an extrovert then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I don't always come off with that energy. So, I mean, it's not bad or good, but I think
it's not.
I kind of wonder how people perceive themselves or see how people perceive them. That's why.
So I'm a little bit older than you, and when I started my company back in the 90s, I was working way too hard, Brianna, and I was exercise got put in the back, and it was terrible. I was working, drinking too much soda, and terrible diet and pizza, and So in front of the doctor, and she tells me I'm at 340 pounds. So I'd gained all this terrible weight.
Okay.
She says to me, if you don't lose this weight, you're not going to see your daughter graduate. My daughter was just born. Scared the life out of me. Driving home, punching the steering wheel. I did this to myself. I could abuse myself all I want, but now I have this family. So I spent the next 6-7 months, lost about 130 pounds. Wow. Kept it off. You can't look at these things like a finishing line. These are lifelong changes. So when I tell people this, Brianna, they always say, what's your secret? What you do? And there's no secret. I say discipline, right? Willpower, routine, motivation. How does discipline play a role in your life, Brianna?
Discipline.
Steele?
Discipline. I think I resonate with your statement about health, taking care of your body, because like you said, it's a lifestyle change. So discipline, I feel like, especially also combined with trying to get into an industry, you don't have mile markers. You have to set them for yourself. So I think in those two areas, I feel discipline is very important. Health, me and my husband have been doing fasting and trying to change our diet as a lifestyle change.
Very good.
Be disciplined about it, because it's very easy to kind of go the junk food route, right?
Sure is.
As far as getting into an industry, you have to set time for, this amount of time I'm applying, this amount of time I'm upskilling, this amount of time I'm networking, this amount of time I'm researching how to do this process better. So those are the ways I think discipline plays in my life right now. Yeah.
How often do you fast?
Well, I read this book by, her name is escaping me, but she wrote a book called Fast Like a Girl. So I know that men and women have to fast differently.
Yes, they do.
So more recently, it's been on and off. Like every other day, we try to do intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice. Once every 2 months, we'll do a 2-day to 3-day fast.
Wow.
Just water fast. More recently, it's been intermittent rather than the full. But I try to follow. It's Mindy Peltz. That's her name. Mindy Peltz's book. I try to follow this cycle that women should go by for fasting. So sometimes 13 hours, sometimes 17, and maybe a 48-hour fast. So it's my goal.
Yeah, I do intermittent fasting a lot, and I just got off like a 28-hour yesterday.
Oh, nice.
You just keep yourself busy.
I like that.
Yeah.
You definitely, and it's kind of an interesting mind relief.
It is.
To just all of a sudden you're not thinking about food.
That's right.
And it does kind of free up some mental space.
It really does, yeah. And I kind of long for the uncomfortability.
The uncomfortability of fasting.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea is to keep you humble.
I see.
Want to show your love for discipline, inspiration, and the Joey Pinz podcast? Now's your chance. Introducing the brand new Joey Pinz merch store, where style meets discipline. Choose from premium apparel, cozy hoodies, stylish hats, durable bags, and your new favorite coffee mug, all featuring the iconic Joey Pinz logo. Perfect for podcast fans, discipline enthusiasts, or as unique gifts for friends and family. Every purchase supports the Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations podcast, helping us continue to inspire greatness and promote positive change. Visit joeypinz.com/store today and wear your discipline proudly. Joey Pinz merch. Wear it, share it, and live it. For me anyway, and one of the reasons why I like it, but I want to just be able, I think I've gone like 3 or 4 days. It's not tough. It's not as bad as people. Are you a coffee drinker?
I am, but I'm decaf now.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've never had a cup my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm 57. I'm much older than you. But when my mother was young, she had to get off it, and she was angry for what seemed like months, and I just kind of stuck with me, and so I just
Interesting.
But so when you fast, do you still have caffeine?
That's a good question, because I know that it does sometimes raise your blood sugar, right?
Sure.
So it's technically not a fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will do
Black?
decaf. Yeah, I'll do black decaf. My husband will get off of it.
I see.
And he'll do like the strict full water fast. So.
What motivates you, Brianna?
Love motivates me. Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
Sharing it, receiving it, seeing it, expand.
Yeah, I think it's an internal motivation for everybody. Like you said, like we want to see it. We want people to see it in us. We want to feel it, express it. It feels like if that is kind of suppressed, a lot of bad things happen.
So as love is your motivation, Brianna, how do you measure success?
Doing things well and the best that I can, loving the people that are around me along the way, and then the goal becomes secondary, although it is the goal that I'm shooting for. But I'm kind of the person that says it matters how you go along the process. It's not just the goal. That's how I generally look
Very
at it.
interesting. Good for you.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to get in touch with women in cybersecurity, how do they do so?
They can go to their website.
Which is?
Let me check.
That's here. It's
I
like
don't want to get it
WiCyS.
wrong. Yeah, it should be WiCyS.org. Yep, WiCyS.org.
So it's WiCyS.org.
WiCyS.org.
And if anybody wants to get in touch with you, Brianna Steele, I assume you're on LinkedIn?
I am on LinkedIn. It will be under my married name, Anulo. Brianna Anulo. So Steele will be my legal name.
There you go.
Yep.
Brianna, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
I really
you for your
appreciate it. Nice
interview.
meeting you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thank you for listening and or viewing Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations. Please share this episode with one or two of your friends who you think may benefit from the episode. Our website, www.joeypinz.com. There you'll find lots of resources and you could join our mailing list. Please follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Podcast information, the video version of our podcast is on YouTube. Please subscribe. Audio is on all major podcasting platforms. Please follow them. And if you like it, please consider giving 5-star rating. Would really appreciate that. Thank you again for listening or watching Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations.